Hey guys, I just want to make a quick video recap here about reactions of Pacquiao's team after a loss to Mayweather over the weekend, right? Manny Pacquiao is refusing to accept the defeat that he lost flat and square to Floyd Mayweather. I mean, everybody who is a real boxing fan who's not biased, like the rest of the boxers that predicted the fight. We told you Manny Pacquiao was gonna get outboxed by Floyd Mayweather. I don't know, people who believed Manny Pacquiao would beat Floyd Mayweather. I don't know how they came to that conclusion because we know Floyd is very skillful. He's the most skillful fighter in the current generation for sure. Secondly, we don't know how Manny Pacquiao was gonna win the fight when he's got all the disadvantages. He's got no physical advantage at all. He's shorter than Floyd Mayweather. He's a little bit smaller than Floyd Mayweather. He's the reach. Floyd has got a reach advantage over him. I don't know how you guys thought he was gonna win. Really, I don't know. I don't know how really how Manny Pacquiao was gonna win against Floyd. We told you so. He was gonna lose the fight. He was gonna get outboxed, and that's exactly what happened. He won 2 rounds out of 12 rounds. He won 2 rounds. He won round 4. He won round 6. That's all. Nothing else. Now, Ego Sports. He's got a channel as well. Many boxing fans know him. He's saying Manny Pacquiao must just take the loss and move on. If he wants a rematch, just say it. Don't come with excuses. First of all, you're saying you won the fight. Believe you won the fight. But then when you are asked how did you win the fight, how do you think? Why do you say you won the fight? No, I'm still gonna go home and watch the tape. But you already said you won the fight. How can you come to that conclusion, but you still have to go and review the fight? Right? That's what he said. Manny Pacquiao was asked at the post press conference, why do you say you won the fight? He said, I'm still going to go home and watch the tape. That's what he said. Now, what I'm saying is, boxing fans should have expected that if Manny Pacquiao loses, he's not going to accept the defeat. He's going to complain and do all these kind of things. Floyd Mayweather, after the fight, as always, he never trash talk after the fight. He's always respectful of his opponents. He thanked Manny Pacquiao and everyone. He did put some respectful words to Manny Pacquiao. He's a solid competitor. I understand why he's where he is. Right? That's what he said. Now Manny Pacquiao, instead of doing the same, he goes on to say he thought he was robbed. I thought I won the fight. Manny Pacquiao and his fans. I mean, how did Ego and other guys expect Manny Pacquiao to accept the defeat against Floyd Mayweather when he couldn't accept the defeat against Marquez? Marquez knocked the hell out of him. He knocked him. He almost killed him in that ring. But Manny Pacquiao, what did he say? Right in that ring after the fight, when he was interviewed, post-fight interview in the ring, did Manny Pacquiao congratulate Marquez? No, he didn't. Instead, he actually took credit away from Marquez by saying, "No, I was all over him, and then I got careless. I thought I was gonna finish him, and then I got careless, and then he caught me with that punch." And his fans keep on saying that was a lucky punch. Now, if you think someone like that, who got put to sleep like that, can accept a defeat by being outboxed, I mean, it's not possible. This guy is a sore loser, like Marlon now said. This guy is a sore loser. If you get knocked out cold and you cannot stand up and congratulate your opponent and say you caught me, I mean, you credit to him. You did what you you were supposed to do. He says, no, I got careless. Meaning, if you're saying you got careless, that means you're not giving credit to the guy. You're saying, if I didn't get careless, he wouldn't have knocked me out. Already, that's an excuse right there. This guy is full of excuses. He's a sore loser. He never accepted the defeat. He lost to Timothy Bradley. To his credit in that fight, I think he won the fight, but it was close anyway. It could have gone either way. You won the fight, right? But it was close. We cannot run away from that. Him and Freddie Roach, they said the scorecards was shit, wara. But when he was asked, do you want a rematch? They said, no, we don't want a rematch. We've got nothing to prove. We beat this guy. But I mean, that doesn't even make sense. In fact, like every other thing that has to do with this guy, that didn't make sense. Manny Pacquiao, everything about him doesn't make sense. If you're a really boxing fan, everything about Manny Pacquiao doesn't make sense. He said he thought he won the fight against Bradley. When asked, do you want a rematch? No, he doesn't want a rematch. How can you be robbed and you don't want a rematch? Even with Floyd, he didn't say he wanted it. They asked him, what's next for you? He didn't say, I want a rematch because I thought I won. He said, no, he's going to go home and relax, whatever he said. But he didn't say he wanted a rematch. But he's got a nerve to say he was robbed. Now he's running away from the rematch by saying, they say now he's going to be out for a year, out of the ring. Exactly, that's what he does. He never does immediate rematch. He never does that. So I don't know, guys. Let's be honest. The guy is a sore loser. It doesn't matter. Even if Floyd can rematch him and knock him out, they're gonna come with excuses because already with Marquez one, the excuse from his fans is it was a lucky punch. That's what his fans are saying. They're calling for a rematch with Marquez. Marquez must give him a rematch because that was a lucky punch. The guy knocked out cold. He was almost killed in the ring. Secondly, if Floyd knocks him with one punch in the rematch, they're going to say it was a lucky punch. If Floyd outboxes him again, they're going to say it was a robbery. If Floyd TKOs him, they're going to say whoever the ref will be, he stopped the fight. He was bribed by Floyd. He stopped the fight before he could have. If Freddie Roach throws the towel, they're going to blame Freddie and say, yeah, maybe he's a flomo. I mean, I've heard things like that. He's a flomo. Why did he throw the towel? They never accept the defeat. Like the guy just won 2 rounds and he thinks he won the fight. They never accept the defeat, these guys. For me, if Floyd wants to rematch him, he can do that because he's going to get more money again. I mean, I still think there's no more money than that. Nobody can give Floyd a higher pass more than that. And I think now the favor will be even more to Floyd. He would maybe give him 30%, 70-30 to Floyd's credit. I mean, to Floyd's favor. Because the guy lost. Before he lost, he got 40%, 60-40 split. Now, if he lost, he wants a rematch, Floyd must give him 30%. You know? The guy is a sore loser. It's simple as that. I mean, you can't expect anything. Ego, my brother, just understand. The guy, and you keep... Ego has been praising Manny Pacquiao for some things that he doesn't deserve credit for. Ego says Pacquiao is a warrior, right? That's what Ego says. He says Pacquiao is a warrior. I'm asking, what kind of a warrior trains people to fight them? The warrior who wait for the guys to be in tough fights. Guys like Miguel Cotto, he was trained and waited for him to has his ass beat by Margarito, and he fought Joshua Clottey with a very big injury. And then immediately after that fight, Cotto got a split decision, and they want to fight that guy. While Mosley was a lineal champ in that division, they ducked Mosley, they chose him, they chose Cotto. I mean, what kind of a warrior is? Why is Manny Pacquiao a warrior when they're choosing his opponents like this? And then in 2011, he's ready to fight Mosley because he got outboxed by Floyd. He got a draw with Sergio Mora, and then they're ready to fight him. Who else did they fight? Timothy Bradley won. He was coming from 140. Marquez 3 was coming from 140. Brendan Rios was coming from a loss at 140. Timothy Bradley 2, the guy who should have given him a rematch immediately, which he didn't want. He waited until Bradley was in a war with Ruslan. And then Bradley had a tough fight against Marquez. He got a split decision. Then he's ready for a rematch. Manny Pacquiao is ready for a rematch. And then he goes on to fight the worst cherry picking of all times, Chris Algieri. Chris Algieri had 20 fights in his life. Chris Algieri only fought at world level once, when he was fighting Ruslan. He fought Ruslan at 140. He got his ass beat. He got a split decision. Many people still think Ruslan won the fight. He was dropped twice. He got beaten up badly at 140. And then Manny Pacquiao chose that guy to fight. The guy only had one 12-round fight, one world level fight, and he got beat at a lower division, and that guy deserves a fight with number 2 pound for pound in the world. Please, man, let's give the credit where it's due. This guy, people saying these other guys, ego, I know they know these things, but they don't want to sound like they're hating on Manny. People know these things, but they don't want to sound like they're hating on the guy. There's no need for that. Truth is the truth. Doesn't have to be popular. Truth is the truth. The guy has been matchmaking all his life, especially since he came at 147. That's all he's been doing. For the first time, here's the fact, right? Because if you mention that he's fighting guys who are coming from losses, and then they're gonna counter that he's his friends. They're gonna say, yeah, Floyd also fought Zab Judah. That was when, and Judah had a title actually, and Floyd at the time was never a big star, so he was not calling any shots at the time. Floyd had to fight for title elimination bouts before he could even get shots at championship fights. That's how hard it was. Now, here's the one that they cannot dispute. Did you guys know, or did you notice that since Manny Pacquiao has been fighting at 147, for the first time in 6 years, he fought somebody who was coming from a unanimous decision, somebody who won clearly their fight, who did well in their last fight. When he fought Floyd Mayweather, it was the first time. All the other guys, if they've been fighting at 147, they're coming either from a loss or a split decision. Either they've been knocked out, or they're coming from a loss or a split decision. If you're coming from a split decision, that means you had a tough fight. Miguel Cotto, we know he had a very tough fight with Joshua Clottey. Joshua Clottey, he had a tough fight, and he lost to Miguel Cotto. Shane Mosley had a loss and a draw. Bradley too, coming from a split decision. The other guys that he fought were coming from the lower division, either from a loss or from a lower division, or both. For the first time, he fought a guy who was not coming from a loss, who won decisively their last fight. Somebody who did well in their last fight. That's how the guy has been choosing his opponents. And besides, he stood no chance against Floyd Mayweather. I don't know how he was going to win the fight. Even if they rematch him, I don't know how is he going to win the fight, because he's got all the disadvantages. He cannot match Floyd Mayweather's speed. He cannot match Floyd Mayweather's ring IQ. He cannot match Floyd Mayweather's footwork. We found out this weekend. He cannot match him in any of these things. The rematch will be even worse. But if that's what he wants, he's going to get it. And still, trust me, they're still going to make other excuses. They're going to come up with other excuses because they never accept the defeat. Simple as that. I'm going to leave it there. Ego, don't worry about those people. That's how they are. I mean, I just made you an example. Marquez fight, he knocked him out cold. They're saying it was a lucky punch. Manny Pacquiao says he got careless. He wants a rematch. I'm going to leave it there. Sharp.